I'm turning it off.
Oh no.
What a lad! I love him.
So, what did you guys hear? When did I die?
Renea said it's so good to see you, and that was the last thing. We didn't hear anything from you.
Guy, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Did you have a whole monologue?
Not a whole. I noticed pretty quickly, but I kind of hoped that you guys would be left in suspense because I said something right when I noticed I died that was pretty suspenseful.
Okay.
What
Well,
you saying?
look here, just like say it and then like go grab a snack or something.
I'm just gonna
went to
make sure
grab a
my stream's
snack.
back up. Let's see.
It is. I can see it.
Okay.
This is, we're doing great today.
Doing just
I'm
fine.
really-
Perfect session. No mistakes.
Perfect session. Nothing is wrong here.
All right.
You trying to say that there's something wrong here? What the fuck, dude?
So,
Liar.
Sage, give me Masalanlio's handout.
oh, you want the handout?
Give us the hot boy.
All right. Let's see here.
Look
I
at
need
that
to
smolder.
Look at that smolder.
All right.
I'm
Um,
definitely not currently scrolling.
I'll put that in NPC lab. Go copy
Wow.
his name. Post it there, and then post it with the handout for ease. Nope, this one.
Adele. When did we learn about Adele?
Yo, Adele's canon.
Never mind.
Bruh.
I'll find someone.
Okay, wait.
Like you.
Mathonis enters. Ada totally does not blush with a 6.
All right. First thing first that you guys missed. I missed you too. It's been so long. You wouldn't believe what we encountered at the Capitol. At this point, Mr. Cord would butt in. We can get to that in a moment. We have more important matters to discuss, I'm afraid. Indeed. Do you happen to have a chamber, a private sanctum that we can use? What we need to discuss is not for outside ears.
We do
Funny.
have such a place.
Funny you should say that, because that's exactly what we did earlier tonight.
Good. I would request the services of this chamber.
I can provide a zone of truth if you so desire.
Ada rushes ahead with Ixon to go make sure there's no cookie crumbles left in the room.
I forgot we had cookies.
Oh.
The show was greatly enjoying the cookies.
I do not believe
John.
a zone of truth will be necessary at this point in time, as both Daniel and Sir Cord vouch for you. If it comes to it, though, I'll keep that in mind. Now then, will you show us to the chamber?
Sure, I'll lead them to the war room.
All right.
Renea will
Lifeless.
hang back with Daniel, and she'll nudge him. So, meet any pretty girls out there? A princess, perhaps?
Oh, well, a few. A princess, a few ladies in waiting. Actually, I met this one girl. Amazing, you would love her. At this point, you can see Sir Cord giving a scowl. After. I'll take a seat next to you in the chamber as he chases after Cord.
Side note, Sage. If this takes a whole short rest, Daniel's got that temp HP from Celestial Warlock. So, Renea, Ada, Floof, Cord, and I'm presuming this Archmage will all get that temp HP. Which will be
he
10.
died again.
I'm gonna give his label, so that's noted on his token. There we go.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, dear.
Let's see here. I think this is the music I wanted to grab for you guys for this particular scene.
He is slightly saddened that he doesn't get the chance to give temp HP to more people, but the ladies and his traveling companions first.
In that order.
In that order.
Where's the bat?
All right. This is grabbed and
Bonk.
clearing the thing and playing the
You
thing.
forgot the simp. Oh, you're not muted.
Lots of bonking needs to be done tonight.
Yeah, I'll get the bat.
We can just use your rifle stock, really.
Oh shit.
Oh, please do.
I'll use the hilt of my falcata.
All
At
right.
some point, I'm going to add a knife onto that.
As you all enter into the war chamber once more, Melanthris would take a seat at the head of the table. Paul and Ada would know this is only reserved to their father, the head of household, or particularly honored guests. So this is not out of the ordinary for him to sit here.
Okay.
Specifically, if the Archmage is in this place, or if like the king or someone that's higher ranking than your father, they would have that thrown over your father.
Wait, is this the Archmage or one of
so-
the Archmages?
He is one of the Archmages. He is not the master of the guild, but he is one tier below. If you look at the Arcanostra page on World Anvil, it has been updated
Yeah, I
with
saw
the.
there was that
yeah.
rank above Archmage.
So that is that.
Spicy.
But he would sit down, hands clasped. Now then, from what your companions here have uncovered, you'll point to Sir Cord and Daniel. The capital is nearly lost, if not for them. There's a plot risen up by the Empire there in Del. Or at least some of their, how to put it, more vigorous supporters. Those seeking to return to the war that we so desperately fought for peace. They prevented an assassination attempt against the king. More than this, they have informed me of the matters going on southwards of the city. The Fey incursion and of these 3 heads.
Oh,
These-
that's the 4 heads.
4 heads?
Nothing. Continue.
Very well. He's going to pause. He's going to insight you real quick. Let's see, you have
Right,
a plus.
She definitely knows something, but she doesn't want to interrupt him. She's going to let him
Okay.
continue
Okay.
first.
Okay. I will not roll then, because I was getting ready. I'm pretty sure he had that bonus. I'd have to look at the sheet for confirm. But anyways,
Well, he has 21 passive, so he gets that.
Anyways, the matters before us of graver nature than any might realize within the capital. The king themselves, they were injured during the attack. They are in their deathbed, I'm afraid. Unless your companions here can find what they seek. I'll motion once more to Sir Cord and Daniel. There's a tomb.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on. Okay, so is it just these 4 in the room, or are we all here?
You're all in the room, unless you guys
I-
specifically chose not to be.
I have to make a fucking charisma roll to not burst out laughing. I'm making this like a DC 18. This is fucking hilarious. Still, I'll probably hit it. Like, it's a +9, but like...
Well, if you're using sidekick.
Sage, remember that tomb you guys left that I really wanted you to go through?
Okay. I'm not bursting out laughing, interrupting the man.
I have to go and
Good,
connect to myself
but-
again.
Ignore me, that was out of character. Renea just seems slightly shocked.
Alright, once again, I need to load the map so I can get the name of this. It is, contrary to popular belief right now, it is not the same tomb.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's funny, but still. Would have been funnier. Okay, go on. I'm glad I didn't laugh.
It's a tomb buried long ago. Then the rise of Calabash. It is known as the Tomb of the Fallen Star. Within this tomb there is a flower. A flower that is said to be able to restore to life those poisoned with the King's Bane venom. I tell you this not to send you on this task, but to give you a location in case Cord and Daniel were to fail. For within that tomb is a great horror, a being trapped during the war. The war prior, to be clear, to the one we just had. The war that took place when we first conquered this valley. But that is not the main reason why I've come. With the crown laying in the balance, I ask this of you. Do any of you have any idea of the location of the Tomb of the Forgotten King?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yep. Yeah,
We
we
were
were
just
there
there.
like
Who
yesterday.
speaks up? I do.
I have
I
it
know where
written
it is.
down in this notebook actually. Here, he passes his
That's-
notebook over to the guy.
This
'Cause
is mildly hilarious.
Fancy that.
We just got back from almost dying in there.
Yes, the tomb is protected by an ancient curse.
And a giant spider.
Well, spider's more of a sub-thing, I hear.
Oh my
We did
god.
find a lizard there. And he points to Vaz.
Hey,
Uh,
yeah, him.
hi.
Now, I'll give a nod to Vaz. This tomb, it is said to be the resting place for the first king of Kalbesh. This is not the case. It is
No.
the tomb of the first king's brother. When he tried to take the throne for his own. Here he was laid to rest, cursed by the gods for his transgression against his family. He was trapped within his crown, the one true crown of Kalbesh, holds the power to grant any who bear it divine rights to rule within Kalbesh. Because of the king's current condition and the threat from northeast of us, within Erendil, within these three heads, this crown is paramount to be brought forth to the council, so that we may bestow it upon a worthy successor. I would ask that you, especially since you have already found this place, and that you have a noble among you, I'll motion towards Eta and Pelodrin, delve within the tomb, past the false throne to the true burial chamber, retrieve this crown, and bring it back to us. If it is lost to these terrorists, there's no telling what they could do. For many within the kingdom will take their holding the crown as divine right to rule. And as such, many will turn against those who still believe in Kalbesh and what we strive to do here. Other than this, it has been some time since I was last informed of the actions of the three heads, as Daniel and Sir Cord here have been focusing more on the attempts within the capital. I'd ask that you provide me what you can on their whereabouts, so that we may act against them.
Renea will lean over to Daniel and ask, Would you trust him with your life?
Oh yeah,
I mean, we know where one is.
he was the one who got us out of the dungeon.
We have a lot of catching up to do.
We killed one of the three heads, didn't we?
Renea will walk over to
we're
him and
working
pull out
on
the map.
killing one of them.
No, we've already killed one of them.
I
Was-
believe these are the three
was-
heads you're talking about.
What's the Rye
Whisper, Soraye, and Sil. Does that sound right?
Whisper? That's
Nope, it's
the
not
one I'm
top down.
forgetting.
Top down. That.
Hey,
Bam. Slide that up there.
cool.
I'll look over the
Big
map.
fucking map.
Yeah.
And Ada will point out where we believe the dragon lady is.
I see, I see. You have any further information on these figures? You mentioned that you have
We
slain
do.
one already.
Yes, Whisper was slain a little over a month ago. Cord was there and delivered her body into custody.
I see. We did get word of a particular changeling being brought north to the priests in the ministerium. What are the other two? This Soraya and Sil. Actually, you would say Soraya because you're pronouncing it that way.
Taraye is some sort of half dragon, as far as we know.
Did he die again?
Oh, thanks for the raid, Lospian. It's much appreciated. Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Getting created.
Yeah,
Hello again.
carry on.
Well, that's we don't know much. Just that she's a half dragon sort of deal. Not exactly dragonborn, but kind of blessed, perhaps, is a good phrase.
Or
Has at
her
least some of
mother
Green
was
Dragon's
a green
power
dragon.
and knows illusion magic, we believe.
She poisoned a dryad, Rowena Wood, in the Gith ruin there, Valindran's Hold, and was
We don't-
presumably responsible for the demonic corruption in the area as well, which we dealt with.
We don't think she has the physical strength of an actual dragon, which is to our upside, of course.
We were able to recreate their image. Have you seen them before?
John just kind of looks to.
Did Daniel ever get a
yes.
vision of them?
Yes, I did. I
Renee
have seen
did.
them. I have seen them. I tried to disturb their rest, let's say. John would go about describing Soraye from what he saw of her when he tried to nightmare her with the
Renea
dream.
will assist in the description.
Alright.
Have to roll anything, or is this just?
Give me an intelligence check. With advantage because you
boy.
have Renea to help.
D20. Keep high one. I only rolled one D20, so let's roll that other one. You get a 9.
Alright.
It was a while ago. I apologize. So
It's a description at least.
it's. I know it ain't much. I apologize. That was about a month ago now.
No matter. Should be enough to go on for our agents. Unless you have anything else you can provide.
Renea, you've seen them. You have precipitation, right? Can't you make like a little figurine of them to show 'em?
Can I do that?
I don't believe prestidigitation can create an object. Let me go check though.
It
can
can
make-
with your hand.
a small object though.
Yeah.
No
I
bigger
mean-
than 1 foot.
Then you could. How detailed it would be, probably not too much because it is a cantrip, but you could.
She's going to try her best.
Alright. This will certainly help. Let's see here. Only lasts an hour, so he's not going to ask for it. Yes, I do believe this will help in our search. And what are the other one?
We do know where Soraya's lair is, or at least the lair of her presumed mother, which seems to have been her base of operations in the Rowena Woods.
And that is there. And you can point the map that you pointed at previously.
Yeah, and she'll pull out the actual detailed maps of the Rowena Woods they have and show him on those maps as well.
Good. It's definitely enough information for Soraya. What of Sil? What information do you have on her?
Ada, Paul, I believe you know this better than I do.
Yes, we encountered Syl up in Kraken's Hollow. She was doing some dark magic there, and many villagers there appeared to be possessed. Anyways, when we confronted her, she then banished us to the abyss, but we're fine now.
If she has magic that caliber, then she is a grave threat. And he'll look towards Cord and Daniel. You two are heading up that way. I would seek additional support. Some of the Templar, perhaps, to aid you in this. That sounds like a good idea, indeed. I wouldn't want to fight a mage of that caliber without any form of mage slaying capabilities. Yeah, no, not really. Yep, let's get some Templars. What's a Templar?
A holy knight.
Yes, that. Let's get those. Anyways, what are their description? Have you seen them personally? Can you recreate their image?
I can try, and then I'll use minor illusion to the best of my ability to recreate Syl.
All right. Excellent.
What would I need to roll for that?
You're good. You're using an illusion spell.
Okay.
Pretty good. With this, we can definitely begin our search for her. Now then, I would ask that you lot keep me informed on your task with the crown and with this threat of the three heads. So we better coordinate between the Fateful Eight and the government of Calabash.
So, regarding that, where to start? There's a fourth head and a fifth head. One head, two head, three head, four, fifth head lost forevermore. Whisper said those words to me. Well, wrote them on a piece of paper. Ada and Paul found them written in blood on some of the walls in Kraken's Hollow. And thanks to mine and Daniel's patron, I now know what the fifth head part of that means, at least. And I think I now know what the 1 through 4 is. The first three heads, I think, are what Ezekiel, our patron, referred to as the three sisters.
This would be
Which
Whisper,
are,
Soraya, and Syl then, yes?
Yes. And then their master, who I presume is MS, since it would make sense for the master to, only put their initials and not their full name. And I had a vision, either from Whisper taunting me or from my patron when I first contacted them. I saw Whisper and Syl and Soraya and another person, a man in dark robes with a flaming eye symbol.
Flaming
who
Eye.
I believe would be there. Yes.
Are you able to recreate their image?
Did Daniel have the same vision as well when he became a warlock, or no?
No.
I can try. She will try.
Through what means?
Prestidigitation.
Roll me an Arcana.
It's either that or drawing, and I believe that's dex based, so they're both +1. Guidance. I will guidance myself. 19.
All right. This is who I think it is. You guys are on grave danger. There we go. I don't know why I was kept trying to say treble. I was like, what the hell does treble mean? Grave danger. This figure, at least according to some of our notes of mages past, was defeated during the war that began the Curse of Estral. They're an elven mage, the highest order, known as handouts. Where is your name on here for ease of access? Here we go. Mithrandwil Sylvanesti.
MS sends best.
Can you spell that?
I will copy pasta.
So, it turns out, Narik, it was not the local mayor of Elder's Crest, or the leader of Stag's Glen, or the leader of Harrow.
So, as an aside, if you didn't have Daniel show up, and you guys went to the temple, I actually have another person named MS with initials MS.
Oh, jeez.
So I was gonna add another to that thing.
Oh my god.
At least one of every place I've been adding an MS, specifically because of this villain being named MS.
Are you
Yes.
It was
You're evil.
intentional.
You
It's
rat.
fully intentional. Yes.
Sage. You rat.
Yeah. Anyways,
What's Marius's last name?
Star
Paul
Song.
Proud?
Marius Star
Star
Song.
God damn it. I forgot. Fucking Marius.
Yeah.
What's my last name? Standall. It's me, Mason Standall.
There you go. The true villain. They are a
It
lich.
was me the
Wait,
whole
what?
time.
Wait, hold on, wait. Lich time?
Yep. Anyways,
Yeah, you didn't know?
Bro, share.
from what we gathered from the event, the final battle, they were slain by our fair king. But if they are alive now, it will mean that they are undead, or they were brought back by some foul means. Perhaps them their patron.
Their patron wouldn't happen to be Vestral, would it?
He's gonna pause and look at you, staring deep into your eyes. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
$14.
Alright. Surface thoughts. What are they?
She's thinking about how she'd probably be using his name in her thoughts. The Causilean had told her about Vestral and the Temple of Vestral and how these people were trying to free Vestral. That's their goal. And how her and Daniel are the fifth head, and once he's done talking, she's going to tell him that.
Alright. You did not know that your mind was just read, but thank you for the information. I do appreciate that. He's gonna lean back a bit. Vestral. Didn't think that this news would have gotten out so easily, but yes. Their patron is Vestral, the undying lord, the Elven Empire.
turns out the reason why I needed to speak with Daniel so desperately is because we are the fifth head. The final key they could use to free Vestral. Or it'll take them a year to break through it via other means.
There's a look of concern on his face. His hands kind of idly rub against the top of his right hand. Or his left hand is idly doing that. What is your surname, if any?
Colzion.
Give him a check to see if he remembers reading that in the history logs. Let's see, you have a DAP.
Plus 20. That's a low roll.
As a plus 16. Not a plus 20.
Paul, we found someone smarter than you.
Lezion, you say?
Yes.
I see. Well, it somewhat changes things in that case. How powerful are you? You'll look towards the group. As a group, do you stand united? Do you trust in each other's abilities?
Yes.
Give or take.
You'll look towards Paul.
Yes.
I think it is time that you are allowed access to certain information. Hand me your clasp.
I will unbuckle my cloak and hand him the clasp.
Alright, he will take the clasp. He will grip it as his hand glows with magic. You can see the gem within transforms.
Transmutation wizard.
You are
Showing off.
You are specifically raised up to the rank of you were that. You are now raised to the sapphire rank.
Oh, I jumped 3 ranks. Holy
Hot
shit.
damn.
Holy.
To be clear, Ada is no longer an arcane caster, so you would not be jumped like Paul was. So if you remained your bardic self, that you would have been jumped here as well. But rangers don't really get that high in the academy.
Looks at my sad little agate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deshaun will fiddle with his
Or garnet, or whatever the second rank is.
Start
Mine
it.
is on my hat, and I am fine with that. I'm a warlock, for God's sake. I just need to be able to cast my shit.
Thank you, Archmage. That means a lot to me. I'm an augur now.
Yes. Do
Up
not
to
let this
stage?
promotion go to your head, though. You'll look
Too
to her. That's an out character question, because you said my name. Yes? JC?
His detect thoughts is still up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it like directed at the room, or how does
He's
Dark
not
Swords
he's
decide
not
it
focusing on anyone right now, so no one's.
Wait,
What,
was it
just
detect thoughts or the knowledge domain channel divinity?
He is reading your thoughts. We're gonna put
Okay.
it at that. But he's not focusing it on anyone right now, so. With this, you'll be able to access the highest archives, other than the Archmage's personal supply of. Well. Anyways. Why this is important is that means that you will be able to access knowledge of things that relate to your quest. More specifically, and he will look around the room at each and every one of you as he focuses on you. I would expect that this does not leave this chamber. If it does, you'll not be only forfeiting your own life, but the lives of anyone who you tell. Does everyone understand this?
Yes, sir.
I understand.
do
Sure.
have one small question.
I nod.
Easy
The
enough.
dryad we rescued, I contacted her with sending previously, asking if she would tell me about Vestral. I have not spoken to her yet about Vestral. My plan was to simply ask her what she knew and could tell me. Is that still permissible?
That is permissible, yes.
Okay.
Does everyone agree?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. One second. I'm going to go mute my mic for just a moment while I cough. We're good. All right.
Oh no, the character has cancer. He's coughing.
Sure. If I may ask a question of you, perhaps.
You may.
It's not every day that. Pardon. It's not every day that you get to speak with somebody so high ranking inside of a nation. And so I wanted to ask, have you ever heard of the Tinkerer?
Da, 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 da.
I'm trying to get information.
The Tinkerer.
Oh,
Hmm. Let's see here. Yes. They are one of the inevitables.
ha! I knew it.
The what?
Beings of law and order. They are constructs formed during the creation of the universe to ensure balance is maintained, that no planar laws are broken. The Tinkerer themselves, they are, how to put it, an outcast of the inevitables. They broke free from their obligations. They are a being beyond this realm. Pauses a moment. I would first ask, before I continue, who is the Tinkerer to you?
I will speak bluntly here with you, sir. Not something I typically prefer to do, but frankly, it's best to, just in case I just need to leave your fine country here. He is an employer. I'm a mercenary by trade.
I see. Well, the Tinkerer, unlike the other inevitables, sought to rise up the bindings, the barriers between the different entities of the universe. Because of this, they were outcast, banished to the edges of the known realm, to here within Kydron. From here, they acted as a god, a master of creation to the people who have now come to know as the Gith. Through their teachings, the Tinkerer showed the Gith means of transportation, means of a new form of magic.
Um, sorry to interrupt. This wouldn't be their astral vessels.
This is one thing he told them, yes. He is, in fact, the cause for the astral divergence. It's upon his destruction, and sources do not say specifically what caused this. But upon his destruction, the realm lost all Gith, fled through their astral vessels. We were rebirthed with only remnants of their civilization, with our civilizations rising from the ashes. It is said that the Tinkerer seeks to return to life, to continue with their course, but more to seek vengeance against those that destroyed it. What they need is their heart. A beating clock that ticks with every passing moment. It is found within their birthplace. And I mean birthplace as in where they crashed upon this planet, not where they are literally born. And he will look towards John. Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to read your mind.
Wisdom save.
Concern.
Wisdom save. I have
And
21.
21.
Is that enough to beat you?
What is my DC?
'Cause I feel like it's not, but that's pretty okay.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna say that, Mason.
It's such a good song, dude.
It was okay.
We have to. We are both legally obliged to.
all he needs is a +3 to his save DC somehow, and you fail.
Much like it really.
Since I assume he's working with a base 19, 5 and 6.
That is a... Would you like to add anything to the roll?
Oh, you keep that interesting, don't you? Oh, well, I kind of have the option here if I want the quiet possibility of John being retired forcefully. I don't think I want that just yet. It's tempting there, Sage.
So you will use or not use?
Make that a 27.
27. All right.
Destiny used.
Carry on. Your mind is not red.
John will just stare right on back to him. Do I know that he tried, or?
No.
Okay.
He just looked at you.
Hmm.
He'll rub his
He's
chin.
looking very, very intently, taking notes in his little journal that he keeps in his vest.
Now,
Oh.
the scholars of Aetherstorm and the Gith are not quite sure on the intentions of the Tinkerer towards our world. But he did find it a home, so it is perhaps not quite as hostile as many would believe. If you intend to return your employer to life, I would first ask that you bring their heart to the Arca Nostra.
I will see what I can do, but you must understand the position that I'm in here uniquely. I'm not entirely sure the power that they have lent or has saved me when they have. I owe them more than most mortals should give, but no one said I was a wise man.
He'll nod and turns.
I'm aware.
He'll nod and he will turn to Paul once more. Now then, with your rising in rank, you're able to access knowledge, the full multiverse, not just the realms of the Abyss, Celestia, the elemental planes, with the outlying planets.
Planets like Sirik?
John
He is
immediately
going
pulls out
to
his flask.
pause.
John immediately pulls out his flask.
He's gonna lean back in his chair, a hand on his brow. How many people have you told about this?
As far as I know, no one outside this room.
Keep it that way.
I love the scene of their shock and John just like 4 seats down, just chugging a flask of whiskey.
What about that book that had Sirik in it that you gave to the Ministerium?
Yeah, we've locked that within the vaults.
Don't go
So
reading
you
it.
knew this whole time? This wasn't some terrible secret and some awful mistake Ada or people made?
No, we've known for a while. We've been using most of our efforts for the Ministerium to keep it a secret. And I would ask that you maintain this secrecy, lest we send them at you. Now,
Ain't an issue with me, sir.
while this is important to the current discussion, is because the bloodline that you carry, the bloodline that forgot his name off the top of my head, Mithrandwil seeks, is the bloodline of Sirik. He's not seeking those of your heritage, but those who are from that planet originally. It is difficult to tell who specifically carries this bloodline. Which is why you two are essentially the only two known within this country, along with any others that share your particular connection to Ezekiel. As such, if you find any others who share your connection to the outer realms, you'll pause a moment, leaning back in his chair. These individuals must either be silenced or protected at all cost.
So the 5th head is Sirik. What are the other 4 heads then?
The other 4 heads represent the elemental planes: air, earth, fire, and water. Represent the creation of the universe, as they did in ages past. With the 5th, Sirik, being that of void.
Wait, Sirik a void or Sirik a material plane?
I think
Sirik
you might be
is
saying
both.
man.
There are 2
And it is-
Siriks. Sirik, being the planet created during the Cyrene Pact, as I'm sure some of you are aware of through reading the book, as he kind of stares at Paul.
John just fucking and there's a flash. John.
Shots.
Shot, 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 shot,
Um,
shot, shot.
But Sirik is also an overgod, the being that created the universe. They represent void. Let me go bring up some other information. 1 second, so I can grab you that. Yeah, fat lore drop.
Oh goody! Finally, we get that lore drop.
You guys
I've
are
been
also able to ask
craving.
questions at the end of his spiel here, so you get more lore drops.
Oh, she's got questions.
I figured.
I made sure to ask mine early because I wasn't certain of that.
Let's see here. Where is the pantheon I'm trying to find? Primal, here we go. Among the other deities, there are Altherok, air, Gaia, earth, Muspelheim, fire, Umi, water, and Sirik, void. And their children, Harmony, representing order, Havoc, representing chaos, and El Rahim, representing creation. Many only know of the four, few know of the fifth. I would say only about 12 on this planet, plus yourselves now, are aware of the others.
Ah. This is the title of our lost fable, isn't it?
Now, why this matters is if they are specifically seeking 5 heads, as you mentioned, not 3, what their goal is beyond just the return of Vestral. It is the waking of Void, of Sirik. And that is not something we can have. Not at all. He looks pretty horrified.
Didn't you say they were a creator god?
Yes.
Takes a lot of power to create things.
Why would them returning being bad then? Did they decide they weren't satisfied with their creation?
What we know of the creator deities, the primal pantheon, they were locked away. Why? We are not quite sure, but they were locked away by the deities, their children.
Of Sirik blood, do you mean the planet or the deity?
The planet.
Okay, not descended from a void god.
Well,
That's
we're all
good.
technically descended from the Void God. They created, Elohim, Umi, and so on and so forth. They created, yes.
I assume I'm not allowed to put that on my resume when this is all over.
That is correct.
Shame, that would have been great.
You can, however, put on that you stopped the curse of Vestral from forming. If you succeed. Pray to the gods that you do. Now, I'll be doing my best to research and find any known locations, Mithrandwil, and the others who work to aid Vestral in their reign.
So I asked one of the researchers at the Arcanostra to look into my family line, and he just recently returned and informed me that he had discovered that the Colzion family line is not from this planet, as you have also just told us, but he didn't know where it was from. It was struck from the records, he said.
Well, now you know why.
There is a temple on the north coast, the Temple of the Warden.
I know
Do you
of
know
it.
of a quick way to get there? There is information. My patron told me we could find more information there.
I can
And
teleport you
one
there.
of our family bloodline.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Unfortunately, there are no way shrines near. Actually, one second. That might be a way shrine. I thought that was a menhir stone. Correction. There is one way shrine, but I could teleport you there.
Well, that's a lot faster than taking a boat.
Indeed it would be. Now, with all of this, I have much to do. But since you are working for Kalbash in this endeavor, do you have any questions before I take my leave with Sir Cord and Daniel?
Can't say I do.
What time is it, Sage?
At this point in time, it would be about 7 p.m. on the first day when you guys
Would you
arrived.
like to stay for dinner? He has a 21 passive insight, right?
I don't know why you guys assumed he has 21 passive insight, but he has more than that, yes.
He has
Cool.
at least that.
Yeah, so Ada totally has a crush on him, so
Okay.
that's good.
We need more bonks.
In Ada's defense, this is the Archmage of Transmutation. Do you imagine what he could do?
God
No, I really don't.
My!
From that, roll me a persuasion to see if he freaking stays for dinner. Jesus Christ.
I've been
What are
just
you-
sitting here.
Will anyone
going
in
like
this
a villain.
campaign be horny for a reasonable person?
I
John!
have a +5.
John is!
He was
Bastard.
before,
I
not
mean,
during this campaign.
Not during the campaign.
So, as an aside, I know from your OC there, John, you wanted to have a
Nat 20.
fall from grace. I hope
25.
this
I
does not
did?
put a damper on that.
Guess who's getting some?
I did. But here's the thing. That one question on the bio. You can also feel free to ignore that because that was a very early form of John, and John has changed a lot. Again, his
Okay.
plans are now lichdom and burn the abyss. So I
Yeah,
couldn't have predicted that. So
there you go.
I no longer entirely desire a Ford-style falling out with my god. I'm actually even more fine with this. This is great. I like the Tinker even more now. So,
There you go. All right.
So,
He will look towards Ada. He will then look towards Daniel, who is kind of like, I kind of want to, I'm gonna catch up with Renea. He'll look back at Ada. Suppose I could stay for dinner.
And I suppose we should prepare for a trip to the Way Shrine at the temple tonight.
You should prepare for travel, yes. I can transport you to the temple, or I can transport you to the Way Shrine. Either way. The Way Shrine is not quite at the temple, to be clear. It is
How
further
far is
south, in between Kraken's Hollow and the temple.
That's a considerable distance. What do you guys think? Do you want to go directly to the
it's
temple
that.
and then backtrack, or go to the Way Shrine, attune, and then make our way to the temple from there tomorrow or the next day?
If we
Traveling at night
attune,
is not a good idea.
traveling
Well,
at
no,
night-
no. We travel to the Way Shrine, attune to it, and then come back
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Yeah, so
It is
Teleport, come back,
literally
leave in the
All Hallows
morning.
Eve out there.
Or do you have the Way Shrine sigil? Then, if we need to go to the Way Shrine, Paul could take us there.
I can provide the sigil, yes.
I would appreciate that.
All right. There you go.
Cool.
Yes.
So that way you can teleport us there, and then I'll just have the sigils in case we ever want to go to that specific Way Shrine.
The Archmage noises.
I'm going to mark on your sheet that you have that tuned now. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, I guess it's a good thing Renea didn't hire someone since we're leaving tonight.
All right. For Vaz, for your benefit, there are two different types of things of note. There are Menhir stones, and then there are Way Shrines. Both of which are pretty much the same thing as the Way Shrines from Diablo 2, where you step on it and teleport, or Diablo 3. You have to attune to them, which takes an hour of attuning, like you would with magical item. Once you do that, you can transport yourself from any one Way Shrine to another Way Shrine that you are attuned to, or same vice versa with the Menhir stones. Way Shrines specifically, through their method of transportation, you are entering into a well of liquid quicksilver. I can't remember the actual name for that. It's non-medieval.
So
It's
Mercury?
really
before he teleports us away, it's probably best we have Vaz attuned to the Sonata Waystone, right? Waystone.
Hmm.
Yeah. For ease, Vaz, since they have spent time adventuring per their backstory, I gave them the same race shrines that you guys currently have, which is Rowena, Sonata, and Troubadour.
I just wanted to make sure on that, so you didn't throw that out of Sage.
Yeah, no, you're good. Since they had
trust you.
adventuring, and they definitely are based around Sonata, and capital of this country is Troubadour, it makes sense as an adventure you to go to those.
And so, I apologize. My timeline is a little confuzzled here. This is the 1st of November that we're doing this.
This is
No, this is All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. This is
Okay, so I
you
don't
guys
have much.
came back. Some downtime happened. This is the night where you guys are making dinner, where you guys had your RP conversation, and he is being
Okay.
invited to dinner.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So this is the same night, so
Yes.
I don't have my gear yet. Oh boy.
The temple should be a safe location.
But yes. Other
I doubt
than that,
anything's
though, that is all of his official business that he had. You guys are free to ask me
no.
any questions during dinner. I will limit this, for sake of brevity, a total of 5 questions.
I think brevity's out the window, man.
You know,
I gotta go to bed soon.
that's fair.
Gotta go to bed soon.
Wait.
It's 9 o'clock.
9:20, and I have to wake up at 5:45 tomorrow.
Oof.
I forget Vaz is an early worker. Do we want to move the start time a bit earlier so we could play longer?
I'm
Next
entirely down.
I'm
for it.
fine with that.
I can do that. Yeah.
Let me drop this. I literally don't have anything else to do with that.
We'll do that in sessioning after this session. But
Mhm.
in that case, since you have to go to bed soon, how soon do you have to go to bed?
Let me check the time. I go to bed at 10:30, so an hour with 10 minutes.
All right. In that case, for ease, for any questions, you guys have 5 questions you can ask me with the knowledge of this character. You guys are free to post those in downtime so I can answer them. But for purposes of getting you guys on track, if you also want to do anything specific with him that's non like he'll officially answer you, you can also post that in downtime, such as if Ada wants to flirt with him. You are free to do that in downtime, but for speeding things along so we can get to the good pause point of you guys getting to the way shrine or getting to the temple, dinner is had, conversations are had, good stuff happens. Hopefully no one gets angry at each other from any questions that are being asked of him. Next morning happens. Hallows Eve is over. Your family's packing, all that good stuff. They're going to make their way up in a couple days. Hat is acquired. Poncho is acquired. You guys are specifically leaving on this day, so we don't have to worry about anything else I need to roll. I do need to roll World and Encounter real quick, because I had that on my list of notes.
Daniel, did you try and court the princess, Kalbesh?
Of course.
How successful were you?
Well, let's say moderate.
Am I speaking to the Prince of Kalbesh now?
All right.
So not that successful.
And then a D1000. All right.
Hey baby, how many other guys do you know that can just give you temp HP by sitting around you for an
Alright.
hour?
I'm gonna go
By
put that
being a
in my notes real quick.
Don't forget your tilde. Add the tilde.
To do.
Yep. On the tilde.
Throw in the tilde.
World encounter. So I can have that. We don't have to actually do that searching and updating just now. That is set up. I will send you your item, your poncho, and your hat in a moment. But you guys would have woken up, no issue, long rest achieved. All that good stuff happened. You guys wish to take the teleportation circle to the way shrine then, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Taking the...
Really quick, remember that invocation? The one that let you write someone could write their name in your book and you could use sending to communicate with them?
Yes.
Are you allowing that in any form? Because if so, Daniel would have it and he'd have Renea sign her name.
Both are accurate, yes. I'm
It's
still
not
going
still
through...
UA.
That is the
It's
new book.
Tasha's now.
Yeah, I'm still going through the book, but I've gone through most of it. Most
So
of
in
it's
some
approved.
form
There
it
are
exists,
some
so-
exceptions and some outright denials, but I'm almost done through that book. But yes,
So Daniel can sending her
yes,
if
indeed.
necessary. Okay.
But yes, you guys will teleport your happy faces northwards.
Boy.
All right, and how would you like to travel? Slow, medium, fast from the way shrine, as you all attune to it. I assume that you guys attune to it.
Medium on the cart,
yes.
I assume?
Medium on the cart, sure.
Medium on the cart.
Was Dwindle fine through the night?
Yeah.
Wait, so who's driving? It's Floof, right?
It's not raining, so I imagine.
As long as it's not raining.
So how fast are we going, Floof?
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Probably
Welcome back.
No.
probably medium unless
you-
said otherwise.
We just kind of
Ada
sped
fuck.
through. Yep.
All right. I think my stream map tools is frozen. Yep, it's not responding. Maybe I'll switch to the player view. or the DM view.
I'm assuming we're gonna do the conversation Minerva would have with Nemelphia later as well, since that would have been in the morning while we were waiting for John's stuff.
Yeah. Also, what was the? That's now
Oh, it's done. Cool. All right.
the second amount that since I paid half of it up front. What was the second amount?
1 second. I'm moving a token.
Yes, sir.
Why is there a token? Oh, that was tech and distance. All right.
2 places at once.
Oh.
122 miles. All right.
Cart time, baby.
122. You guys are going at a medium pace. Divided by medium pace speed. You guys will arrive there in little over a day. Because unfortunately, you guys can only travel 8 hours a day due to like all the breaks and whatnot. If you guys wish to push forward, you can, but it will be effectively 7 checks.
Did you
force
factor
marching.
in Ada being a ranger?
Yes.
7 checks.
Did Paul copy Lehman's tiny hut by any chance?
No.
Why have you
Never.
not done this yet?
Because
I keep
don't you want to
forgetting.
just enjoy the cool winter breeze?
Yeah.
No.
Can't do that with the freaking sphere blocking you. Anyways,
Cold.
so do you guys wish to force march or to just take a break?
I vote to take break.
Take break.
Yes.
All right. In that case, you guys would arrive not on the 1st, but on the 2nd, around midday, reaching the thing. I have to check one thing quick because I completely forgot. Counter check.
I was about to say there's no murderous monsters up here. That's weird.
966.
I like the irony, Sage, that you enjoyed nature and camping, but then you took all your woods and filled them with horrifying monsters, so no one in this world can ever enjoy camping ever.
Well, that's because monsters are still a thing. We don't have monsters in our world.
Anymore.
Yeah.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Wait, man. When the
Um,
creepers come out at night.
I just
Well.
fucking make every sandwich you've seen. I don't know what you're asking.
that is
Daniel's a Tumlock.
that is okay. I'm gonna push you guys
Yay,
back a
we're
bit,
fine.
and we're just gonna end there. Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a fun answer, Sage.
God damn it, Sage.
Mark that in my
So-
notes.
What type of cliffhanger are you leaving us? Are you letting us know what's happening or no?
I mean, we still have an hour, don't we?
Technically, yes.
This is gonna require
Technically
some
speaking, we're not
thought.
completely
This
fucked.
specific type is difficult to convert to the type of encounter it is.
Giant spider.
So
Could just not have the encounter happen.
Actually, wait. Someone play like.
I
the
mean-
freaking
Everybody
Pokemon
changing
music.
dice.
you know what? You're right. I'm gonna spend
No,
a villain point.
No.
Bum, bum, bum,
Right.
bum, ba-da, bum, bum,
You're
bum.
spending a villain
That-
point to change the encounter.
That's illegal, Sage.
I'm doing it.
That's
That's a 966 good encounter. I'm not. No.
They're not even here to influence it. Do we get to spend Destiny on their rules?
Not since I chose
FBI.
to use it.
Stop.
Wait, does that mean we can?
You can use Destiny
Why
to
are we
adjust.
complaining? Let's just let it. Let's just reconvene next time. But now we're losing nice things.
That was
500.
supposed to be 50. So it's 50. It's reduced by 50. So that is.
916.
Hey, if you want to take
Oh,
the
wait,
good
no, no, no,
encounter
no.
and make it a different good encounter.
That is correct. I'm just a banana.
It's a 966 good encounter. That's got to be some good fucking shit.
All right. That's why I was confused.
You know, no, I want to use the Destiny.
It's unfortunate.
Sucks to suck, kiddo.
Yeah.
God, no. Don't berate the DM. He's gonna fucking kill us.
I remember now why I was like, that's not 50. or that's not 500. It's 50 because I was adjusting the D100, not the D1000, because I didn't want the encounter to happen at all. That's why. Okay. So it is in fact a 50 plus 12, so 62 on the encounter, which is a non-encounter. You can only affect them with one destiny or villain, so as unfortunate
Isn't a
with
destiny
JC.
only multiplied by 5, not 50, on a D100?
1 second.
Sage forgetting
Sage.
his own rules.
I am forgetting my own rules to be clear.
I'm
That's
certain it was multiplied by 5, since that's what we did earlier in this session,
Yep.
in fact.
multiplied by 5 to any D100 rolled on your behalf, motherfucker.
Shit.
That's only 15.
That's a 17 because I rolled a 1. So that is in fact still encounter. All right. I'm gonna spend another fucking villain point. I'm reducing the D1000.
No, I no.
Hey, I'm pretty sure the 900s and above are still good encounters. So he's burning 2 villain points on this to effectively not hurt us. That's fine with me.
I rolled another 1.
Oh my
Sage.
god! Oh my god!
Sage.
I swear, I want to know what we got. If it's so much that we had to pause the fucking game, I want to know what we would have
Yeah,
gotten.
what good encounter did you have to convert?
We don't get to know that because we didn't stick with it, Jordan.
I mean,
Luffy's gonna have to draw Sage.
that
saying,
means
"I
it's a
rolled
good
a
encounter
1."
that had a stat block.
Because we can still get this encounter later. He can't tell us.
But
All
what
right,
good
The villain-
encounter?
16
The villain
now.
points didn't go through how he thought, so it looks like it's still
16.
gonna happen.
It's not the same. It's 916 instead of 966.
God, son of a damn! It's like a one in a lifetime chance here,
Let's
and
see
we're
here.
choosing to throw it away.
What good encounter requires conversion?
Good one.
Plenty of things.
I'm sure
Anything-
it involves
any-
a stat block from some Pathfinder.
Any
Celestial or
high
something.
number on the D1000 is either really bad if it's a bad encounter or really good if it's a good encounter. So since I'm really close to 1,000, that's a pretty fucking good encounter.
It's worth the
That's why
risk,
I
and
wanted
we're
to use a thing
complaining
to
and
keep it
throwing
at
away.
966.
Let's see here.
I'm so very angry. We've been cheated.
I don't
Ethan
know
is angry.
what's going on there.
We were only
Wait, Sage, I said I wanted to affect
34
the 1000
away.
first.
They did.
No, you said
You
you wanted to
still
didn't say
affect.
that.
You wanted to affect what I wanted to do,
Yes.
and then I said you can't do that because I already did that, and then I said fuck it, that's not enough, and then I paused, and then I said I'm gonna use another villain point on the D1000, and then you said immediately afterwards I want to use a destiny on the D1000.
Why are we?
So, all right,
That's a lot of words.
it is.
Cut your losses. Cut your losses.
So,
I will cut nothing.
I'll cut you.
I swear to God, I'm punching you.
Okay.
roll a D7.
3.
All right, 1 second.
Do we get 3 wishes from a
2,
genie?
3.
Wait.
All right, Floofster, you and me we need to get into a side call at some point
Uh-oh.
over this week.
Oh my God.
During the night, you have a
Here.
vision.
We couldn't have just stuck with 966. I want to know what 966 was. I feel so painfully cheated.
Do we get to watch some angels curb stomp some demons? Is that why they have
Please,
stat
that would have
blocks?
been really, really
I
funny.
swear to God.
All right.
We started complaining about such a high roll. Why would we ever do that? They're the most interesting things Sage can throw at us, good or bad.
I'm a little concerned about Sage's super bad rolls. Like, he could totally have an ancient dragon swoop down on us.
I said interesting.
They're all based upon where
Not
you're
good.
currently located, how you are traveling, and a bunch of other factors. So,
Ancient white.
it varies a lot.
been sick.
It is very intensive.
I'm
This
gonna
would've
put you
been
guys
sick.
on the map though, as you approach what appears to be a white stone cathedral, overlooking the ocean. You can see that the ocean is far below, as the cathedral is atop a high a white marbled cliff. There are a few outlying buildings, one of which is a round marbled gazebo. Would work.
Gazebo.
Yes, it is
The
the
dread
gazebo?
formed dread
It has a
gazebo. Yes,
gazebo?
indeed.
Where are the swimming pools? The dance
I
floors?
Man.
What is the
immediately
gazebo doing,
forgive you,
Sage?
The gazebo is a building and is standing still.
I go up
Can
to
I
the
roll
gazebo
Marshall on
and
the
I
gazebo?
attack it.
You can roll an engineering on the gazebo. I'm gonna go grab your tokens
Forgive me,
first.
sir.
the gazebo.
I have a candle of the scent of this exact location.
I'd like to roll an insight check on gazebo.
Why are you rolling an insight on a gazebo?
Have you not heard the tale of Eric
Have
and
you
the
not
dread
heard of the gazebo?
Ethan, I know you have. You sent me this.
Have none of you just owned a gazebo
insight?
before? What the fuck is wrong with people?
I don't know what's going on.
They're doing
So
the
there's
gazebo
a
meme.
old
I
there's
don't
an
know
old
what that is.
meme. I think it was a green text of Eric and the dread gazebo. The basic story is the DM said there was a gazebo on the hill, and the player thought that was a creature, not a building. So he's like, I insight the gazebo. What is the gazebo doing? I shoot the gazebo with my arrow. Does it do anything? No, nothing happens because it's a building. You're shooting it with an arrow. He's like, I
I've
choose to
never
run,
heard
and the
of
dude's
this.
like, I've had enough of
Insight,
you.
right?
The gazebo awakes,
Insight?
chases after you, and eats you.
I have never heard
Is
of
that what he
this.
said to you?
Have y'all just never owned a gazebo?
That reminds me. So every time I hear of a gazebo, I'm reminded of some kid show that I watched when I was young. I have no idea what it is, but it was some school-based kid show, and the principal wanted to get like a gazebo because for some reason, he thought there were like swimming pools and dance floors involved. It's stuck in my memory, but I have no idea how to find it. And every attempt I try to Google it fails.
Nat 1. I got a nat 1 for insight on the gazebo.
It's
For
totally a
me-
mimic.
For me and Mason,
I cast command on the gazebo.
gazebo is a witch doctor.
Anyways, as you make your way up the cobbled stone path towards the white stone cathedral, the area itself is surrounded in snow, as even this far north, even within the country of Kalbesh, where the Wormsmoke Mountains tend to give it a more of a temperate feel, this far north, there is plenty of snow. And you're now in November, so you're even closer to winter, so it makes more sense too. But you can see that there are, in fact, a few individuals walking around. A few would give a friendly wave. All of these individuals are dressed in white garb or golden, with white accents in terms of metal armor or cloth robes and the like. You are approached by one figure who, let me go grab their token.
I'm still slightly disappointed that Archmage wasn't a Colzion himself.
Look at this schwanky place.
Let's see here. We are looking for... Who are we looking for? I am blind, and I do not know who I'm looking for. Where's your name, Mr. Person?
His name is Dan, and he's a very good masseuse.
I see. You are approached by... Ophira. Ophira is their head person, I believe.
Damn, it's not Dan the masseuse?
Nope. Ophira would be out right now, so yeah, Ophira. Alright. So, you are approached by a figure. A woman dressed in golden armor, wielding a golden shield. Appears to be somewhat elongated, like a kite shield to the like. She has, upon her back, strapped a long bastard sword. Specifically, you can see that she has red hair, pale skin, blue eyes, and among her garb is a blue sash that bears the symbol of Iomade. Let me go drop her token down for you guys now. For purposes of ease, here's her handout while I grab her token.
Say to the everything for
Big.
And tokens. Fable, tokens, NPCs.
That is a big ass sword.
Yeah. Here we go. There's a token. All right. And she would approach. She would give a fist to heart bow as you approach along the road. I'm going to put them in the back because they are not comfortable here.
Hide them.
Let's see.
Oh,
Man, and my freaking main map tools keeps lagging like crazy. All right, there we go. Let's put you next to your good friend Anar. Let's put you up front because you got a dragon. Let's put you there. Let's put you kind of in the back. Let's put you in the middle-ish. Let's put you kind of to the side and front as
I
well.
approve of this.
Go. And
of course you would.
You know I would, you bitch.
There we go. All right, there we are. She would give a fist to heart bow to those who are leading the party forward.
Return it.
Welcome to the Temple of the Warden.
Wagwan, Jamaica.
What race does she appear to?
She appears to be human.
What's the ASMR check? Insight?
You would need to roll a perception.
That's not as good.
Yes.
I'm already in Dice Roller.
Yes. She'll give a good old bow, say her thing, and so what brings you travelers this far north?
We've come seeking knowledge on a celestial who is said to have archives here dedicated to him.
You seek the Warden, then. You have come to the right place, for it is he who we pay homage to.
Oh, Sage.
Yes.
If you want to drop a Kozilian's art, Daniel has minor illusion now. He could have showed everyone what a Kozilian looks like.
I don't think it came up what he looked like in the conversation, so I don't think you would really do that.
Okay, well, if anyone asks over the nebulous dinner, that can happen.
But
because it is some sweet art.
She would continue. Must be wary from your travel. We have guest quarters within the building to the side there, and she'll motion to this building. You are free to use them. The stables can house your horses. Fortunately, you missed breakfast, but lunch is happening within... She'll look up to the sky, hold up 3 fingers. About half an hour.
So
You're
we missed
welcome to join us.
breakfast. What about second breakfast?
Oh my god.
I think I've still got about 1 can of beans left. I could share that.
Well,
Beans.
Beans, the most wonderful food.
lunch will be
Morning,
served
eat
in half an
morning.
hour, so you are welcome to join us within the chapel then. In the meantime, while our priests are performing their duties, you are free to wander the grounds or visit the chapel, but the undercroft is forbidden until you are granted access by our high priest.
Sounds fair to me.
Sage, do I know anything about this place? Or is this just what the fuck?
You are a traveling adventurer. You might have been up this way, so give me a lore check. Intelligence with proficiency.
With my proficiency
Yes.
bonus? Okay, so that makes +4. Alright. First roll of the day, guys. Time to fuck it up. 12. It's not bad. He's not bad.
Not big problem.
He's not big problem.
Not the big surprise.
All right. You might have heard of this place. You've never been though.
I don't think I've been this far north.
Probably not, because you don't. I don't imagine you like the cold being a scaled
Nope.
individual.
Nope.
But yeah,
This is all what the shit to me.
you might have heard of it, but never visited. The place is cold as fuck, though. Luckily, you did get yourself that fine
Sweet
jacket.
fucking coat.
Yeah, sweet fucking coat indeed. So you're not, in fact, freezing. But yes.
Hell yeah.
As you are
I
informed
did
of
something.
the current setup, yes. What did you do?
No, that I just did something.
Okay.
That was it.
Well, as you all arrive here, are given your introductions and all that good stuff. From there, that is where we're going to call the session.
All right.
You all had fun. It was a pretty hefty lore dump session, but you know.
Lord up,
There
Lord
you go.
No, more lore.
I mean, you guys are literally at this temple. It's probably going to be another lore dump session. Unless you guys leave early.
I thoroughly enjoy now
I
knowing
crave
a bit
lore.
more about my patron.
Anyways,
that was focused for y'all too. I was just here in the back. I'm like the person who sits in the way back of the minivan.
Okay, so I'm thinking research until the 11th, so that we can have all our items. Right?
Let's give him a lot of time to research.
I guess it depends on how quickly we find the things we're looking for.
Right. But I think after we find the things that we're looking for, we time skip till we get our items and head out.
Should we go for the crown first or Saraye? I feel like the crown is a priority since they're sending people after Saraye.
Is anyone else actively looking for the crown?
Besides the group of now dead adventurers that we rescued one of them.
Likely dead.
At least one was alive that we know of. Then again, they headed in on their own, so they might have just died from that.
And someone's already going after the other person.
I feel like the crown might be a higher priority.
It was good. I mean, yeah, because if someone's already going to the person whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, and no one's really going after the crown.
And I get the feeling that the group of mercenary adventurers that other Dragonborn was from was probably hired by our enemies.
The guy that I need to
them.
still talk to and say, hey, I've got an in with Magnus, so I can pry for info there.
Hey, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge.
I also have spells that can just, remove his freedom of thought.
Hey, I want to go first. Okay, he's mine.
Sage,
yes.
Did you base the Tinker off the Broken God? The Church of the Broken God from the SCP Foundation?
I have no idea what that is, so no.
Oh,
I fully want you to know, though, he looks sick, and someday I'll probably steal the fucking art for him for a
art theft
character.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's pretty cool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. I kept the stream up for a bit because you guys were talking about what to do next, so I wanted that to be in the recording. But hope you all had fun. I'm gonna close out the stream here.
Noises.